Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me today. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're feeling healthy and happy and enjoying the rest of your summer. I know not everybody lives in the US, but if you live in the US, you have a couple of weeks left of summertime and then it'll be fall. And I know some of you are really looking forward to that. It's really amazing how quickly time goes by. And you know, I think I'm going to go back to the beach. What do you think, guys? Do you think I should go back or not? I really want to try to enjoy the last few days of summer, and I feel like I haven't really enjoyed it as much as I normally would because of my cast. And don't worry, I'm not going to fall and break my wrist again. I'm going to be super cautious this time. I am looking forward to getting this cast off, and with any luck, next week I'll be visiting my orthopedic doctor and hopefully he'll give the green light to get the cast off. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting my independence back. And it's funny because somebody left a message in my last video about learning how to drive because I mentioned something about not being able to drive. I got a real giggle out of it because I'm probably very experienced in driving because I've driven on 3 different continents. I learned how to drive in Australia on the other side of the road. And then I drove in Madrid, which is actually a very busy capital city in Europe. And now I'm in the US and I've driven all over the place. I have tons of experience driving and I really, really miss it. I miss having that independence. But anyway, this one viewer left a message about learning how to drive because I guess I must have said that I can't drive. And the reason I can't drive, guys, is because of my cast. Trust me, if I could drive myself around with a cast on, I would. But it's physically impossible for me to grab the steering wheel safely. So anyway, I got a real laugh out of that. And you know, the other thing that I've tried to do, which I find really difficult to do, is any kind of jewelry making. I did try to grab my pliers and make some prototypes, but I wasn't able to do it, unfortunately. It's just physically impossible with a cast in the way to grab pliers or any kind of tool. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting this cast off, and leave a comment down below if you think I shouldn't go to the beach, but I feel like I should go. I feel like I need to give myself a little bit of a vacation. And I'm one of those people that believes that when you fall off the horse, you should get back on. So anyway, guys, that's what I have in mind. But anyway, today we're going to be doing an unbagging, and I'm super excited about this unbagging. It's not a box, it's actually a bag. It's Didi's Deluxe Mystery Bag, and it's more like a grab bag, I would say. Although I don't like to use that term because it sounds kind of cheap, and I know these are not going to be cheap beads. These are high quality beads. It's the first time I open one of these and I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see what's in it. Let me go ahead and pop up some information on the screen about this bag. And here is Didi's Beads online store, and here's the page with all the information about the Deluxe Mystery Bags. And as you can see, it retails for $49.95, and that's in Canadian dollars. And further down the page it says you'll receive an abundance of high quality, hard to find and overstocked bead supplies such as gemstones, crystals, lampworks, pearls, ceramic, corals, fancy glass, vintage acrylics, Indian glass, designer strands, and more in half and or full strands valued anywhere between $75 to $95. And again, it's in Canadian dollars. Of course, all of the items I just listed are all possible items that you'll receive in each bag. It doesn't mean you're going to get every single one of them. Another thing I want to point out is that this is not a monthly subscription. Like I said before, it's a collection of hand-picked high-quality items, and it's perfect for building up your bead stash, whether you're new to jewelry making or you've been in the business for a while. But anyway, if you're interested in buying this bag, Didi's Beads was kind enough to give me a coupon for $2 off your first purchase of the Deluxe Mystery Bag. And also, if you're a content creator, if you have a channel on YouTube and you make a video sharing an unbagging of the Deluxe Mystery Bag, you'll receive a $5 off your next mystery bag purchase. But you also have to link the video to the Didi's Beads VIB group on Facebook, and you also have to tag Stella Jaroka, who's the owner of this company, in your post. I'll go ahead and leave that information down in the description section of this video, and I'll also leave a link to this website. So anyway, guys, I'm super excited about opening up this bag. I can't wait. But before we start, let me remind you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please think about doing so, because it really does help my channel and it helps me to stay motivated to create more videos for you. And also one more thing, guys, I keep forgetting to remind you about this, but I'm on different platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. I'm trying to build my TikTok audience because I don't have very many followers over there. And I think once I reach 1,000, I can actually do live streaming over there. And I prefer that platform because it has a little bit more capabilities, more features. So if you have that app on your device, please go to TikTok and give me a little follow over there. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And here we have Didi's Deluxe Mystery Bag. As you can see, it's nicely wrapped in tissue. And guys, let me tell you, I weighed this bag and it weighs close to 15 ounces. So obviously this bag is absolutely packed with items. So anyway, I can't wait to see what's inside. Let's go ahead and open it up. And here it is. And oh my goodness, look at all these goodies in this bag. I'm seeing some absolutely beautiful strands of all kinds of shapes and sizes and colors. Let me go ahead and open it up. Are you as impressed as I am? Look at this, guys. I am so impressed by all of the beads in this bag. And there are some really unusual ones. Look at these. These are so beautiful. So anyway, guys, I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and see if I can organize this and we'll go through each item. It didn't come with a list of contents, so I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what each one of these are, but I'll do my best. So here are some smooth rounds, and these are all 8 millimeters in size, it looks like. Let me just double check. So these beads are a little bit larger than 8 millimeters, it looks like. But I was pretty close. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. These are definitely gemstones. I'm not sure what kind of gemstone it is, and I don't want to guess. But if I were to guess, I would say maybe an agate of some kind, a dyed agate. And I love these beautiful colors, guys. Look at this. We have blue, green, amber, or tan. We have a fuchsia color. So gorgeous. And as you can see, the quality is excellent. That's pretty consistent with all the beads I've seen so far from Didi's beads. And you know me, I love color. So this strand is inspiring me quite a bit. Let me go ahead and measure it for you. It measures about, I would say, probably 16 inches. And this purple one looks like it's the same length. It's pretty long, as you can see. And these are definitely frosted beads, glass. I love this beautiful purple color. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. These also look to be about 8 millimeters in size, maybe a little bit larger. But anyway, guys, these are absolutely gorgeous, and I love the color. Let's take a look at this one now. This one may be 8 inches long. And the beads have a very interesting finish. I'm not sure if it's painted on, but it looks like some kind of a reactive effect. I really don't know how they got the color on these beads, but they're very pretty. And as you can see, they're very colorful as well. A lot of them have a beautiful green color, but I'm also seeing this pink color, and I'm seeing yellows and reds and blues. So gorgeous. Let's take a look at this one. This one looks to be about 8 inches long as well. And they're frosted, but they have this distressed kind of finish on top, like a crackle finish. It's very interesting. They're not crackle beads. It's not throughout the whole bead. It's just on the surface. But again, I love these colors. I love multicolored beads because they really do inspire me. And these are definitely very interesting with that finish on top. I love them. So far, I'm very impressed. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. And these are all faceted beads, as you can see. And once again, we have a gorgeous array of colors. I absolutely love it. These large ones are like a strawberry shape or a pear shape. These are barrel beads right here, these colorful ones. These are rondelles, and these are round beads. Let's take a look at this first strand. It's not quite 12 inches, but it's very close. I would say it's more like 11 inches long. But as you can see, half the bead is a cream color and the other half has that beautiful plating on top. They're so sparkly and so interesting. I actually love the contrast between the dark plating and the cream color. I think it's very interesting. And I really love this shape. I've had this shape before and I love it because it's something different. It's not your standard round bead. And because they're drilled down the middle, they look great as dangles because of the shape. They're sort of a fat teardrop shape. So anyway, that's a very nice strand. And these are absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, look at these colors. There are so many colors in this strand. We have like a coffee color or a taupe. We have orange, we have yellow, we have blue, we have green. There are actually 2 shades of green, as you can see. This is like a blue-green right here where my fingernails are. And this is a yellow-green. And we have red, and we have this peach color. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous strand. It's so beautiful and so sparkly, and I can see making a bracelet with this strand. Even if you just use these beads and nothing else, I think it would make a great bracelet. So pretty. And it actually coordinates really well with these rondelles and these yellow beads. Let's take a look at the rondelles. Now this is a very long strand. I believe it's about 16 inches long. And once again, the plating is so beautiful. It kind of looks a little gold as I turn the bead. But they're so delicious looking, guys. These are so pretty. They really are. I love these beads. I love the color and I love that beautiful plating. That's what really makes these beads. And they're going to look great with these barrel beads if I use them together. Let's take a look at the yellow ones. As you can see, these are round faceted beads, and these have the same kind of plating as these orange ones, but it looks different because it's up against the yellow base. It's hard to tell because of the different color, but it's absolutely gorgeous and very, very sparkly. Now these look to be about maybe 5 millimeters. Let me double check. Let's have a look. They're actually 6 millimeters. I was wrong, but my batteries are low, so it may not be reading properly. I don't know. But anyway, they look to be a very nice size. And these rondelles look to be about 6 by 8 millimeters in size. Now these barrel beads look about 6 by 7 maybe. And these are definitely around 8 millimeters. But anyway, guys, isn't this a gorgeous array of colors? I'm really impressed by the colorful beads. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. Now these are quite different, as you can see. I believe each one of these 2 strands down here are 8 inches long. And this one here is very long. This one's 12 inches long. And I'm loving the diagonal drill across these cubes. Can you guys see how they're drilled? I love when they drill from one corner of the bead to the next. It's so interesting to me. These would actually make gorgeous earrings. I can see having 3 of them dangling down. They're so pretty, and I love this color as well. This is a beautiful light pink, as you can see. And I've worked with diagonally drilled cubes before, but I've never had them this size. Usually they're smaller than this. These look like they're maybe 10 millimeters across. Very interesting. And this is a very gorgeous strand of smooth rondelles. And the colors look very citrusy to me. I'm seeing lime, I'm seeing lemon, orange. But there are also a couple of beads that are white or off-white, and some that are blue as well. Aren't these interesting looking, guys? Now some of these are opaque, and some of these are semi-opaque, and some are frosted and some are not. These look very summery as well. It's not difficult to get inspired when you see these kinds of beads. I can think of all kinds of ways of using these. Let's take a look at these ones now. These look like they're cubes as well, but they're irregular cubes, as you can see. And I don't think this is a gemstone. I believe it's glass. But it has very interesting layers, as you can see, in different shades of violet, ranging from a very pale violet to a medium violet shade. But I'm also seeing a little bit of white or cream. These are so gorgeous. I'm pretty sure they're not gemstones though. You can tell when a bead is a gemstone because usually gemstones are not threaded on plastic like this. They're threaded on fabric cord or silk cord. But anyway, guys, these are very pretty. I love them. I love everything I've seen so far. And as you can see, there are tons of strands. Let me go ahead and bring some more beads out. And here we have some more glass beads. These are smaller in size, as you can see. I believe this one's 12 inches, this one's around 15 inches, and this one's really long. This one's 22 inches long. If I forgot to give you the length of some of the other ones I just showed you, I apologize. It's difficult to remember to do that when you have so many strands. Let's take a look at this one. As you can see, these are teardrop shaped strands, and they're very interesting because they have a gold base, and then the rest of the bead is a deep red shade, which I absolutely love. I love that kind of red. And as you can see, they're faceted. I don't think I've ever seen a faceted teardrop bead that has 2 colors like that, the gold and the red. They're absolutely gorgeous and very interesting looking. I'm going to have to hold them up to the agate strand that I showed you at the beginning to see if any of those beads coordinate with these ones. But I think there's also a bag of gold colored beads, and we'll take a look at those in just a few moments. Let's have a look at these ones now. These are bicones, as you can see, and they're in an amber color. They look to be about 4 millimeters in size, and they're pretty good quality, I would say. They're definitely Chinese crystals, but they're pretty good quality regardless. And of course, I love this color. Let's take a look at these interesting ones. Look how sparkly these are. Oh my gosh, these are so sparkly. It's a very dark platinum color, almost gunmetal, I would say, but not quite. They look like little mirrors. That's how reflective they are. And I love the shape. They're sort of like disc beads, but very small. I would say they're about 3 millimeters across. They're very tiny. And like I said before, it's a very long strand. It's about 22 inches long. And if you like the dainty look, these are perfect beads for that because these are very tiny. I can see making a necklace using these beads. I absolutely love them. So these are the small faceted beads. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. And here we have a couple of strands of very unique looking beads. Now, I think I've seen some beads similar to these, not this shape, but a different shape. I believe it was the last Didi's Deluxe bead box, and I believe it was the Jet Zebra Striped Peacock Betrayal Check Glass beads. I don't know if you guys remember that from their August edition. These aren't zebra striped, obviously, but they have that same finish. Let's take a look. As you can see, the actual bead is black, but then they have that interesting round pattern on the surface, and it's that betrayal finish. As you can see, it reflects a whole bunch of colors, ranging from yellow to green to pink to blue. Very pretty and very interesting looking. They look to be about maybe 6 millimeters thick. The actual bead looks about 12 millimeters across. And as you can see, there are quite a few beads here. And once again, I'm seeing a pair of earrings for some reason. They're very beautiful. And I can see making a nice pair of New Year's Eve earrings. But they also look great with these beads down here. And I don't know what these are made out of. They look like resin maybe. But look how interesting these are, guys. Oh my gosh, look how interesting. They're very thin, but they're actually pretty large. Let's take a look. They're about 30 millimeters long by 20 millimeters across. And the base color is blue, but it has a very pearlescent effect. And then it looks like it has a drizzle effect on top of that in a beige color or a peach color. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's rose gold. It looks a little metallic. Very interesting and very pretty. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? I love it, and I think it looks great with these beads actually. I love the contrast of the blue with the black. And of course this betrayal finish actually has a little bit of blue in it, so it coordinates really well with these beads. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. Now these are not strands, as you can see. They're loose beads, but once again we have a gorgeous combination of colors and shapes. Now these large beads came in this bag that's labeled vintage, so I'm not sure if these are actually vintage beads or if the finish is a vintage finish. In any case, look how beautiful these are. These are actually metallic. I don't know if they're brass or aluminum, but they do feel like they're metallic. And they're very lightweight, so maybe they're aluminum. I'm not sure. But I love this fluted melon kind of look. It's so interesting. And this color is kind of like a bronzy color. And the holes are pretty big as well. So you could definitely thread some leather cord through that. Aren't these gorgeous? They're so pretty and so unique. But yeah, these are definitely metal of some sort. And as you can see, we get 8 of them. So guys, this is very different than your standard grab bag because these are definitely hand-picked, as you can see. They're not just leftovers found in the bottom of a bead box or on the bead store floor. I've had bags like that in the past, and you never get sets like these. You always get just single beads. So we have 8 of these large ones, and then there are 10 of these here. These are so beautiful. Look at these. They're faceted rondelles, and they're in such an interesting color. Let me put them in this dish and give you a close-up. It's a very interesting combination of black and mango, maybe. I don't know if that's a mango or a peach color, but it varies. There are different shades of it. Some of it looks lighter and some of it looks more rich. And then we have that swirl effect with the black. Aren't these cool looking? These are so cool and so different. I don't think I've ever seen beads like this before. They look like maybe 9 by 10 millimeters in dimension. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod and show you. And here they are on the rod. I wanted to thread them on the rod because it gives you a different perspective, a different view of the bead. Look at that gorgeous swirl effect. That is so beautiful. So yeah, I would say that's like a pale mango color. And then there's variations of black and gray. I've never seen beads like these before. I'm going to have to really take my time and figure out what I'm going to do with them because there are only 10 of them and they're so gorgeous. These are very interesting as well. These are melon beads. Let me go ahead and put them on a dish. As you can see, they're in a kind of a cinnamon color. They're a little bit irregular, I would say. They're not all the same. There are some irregularities, which I actually like because it makes the bead look very interesting. And these beads are actually perfect for fall. I can see using these in some kind of fall design. Let me put them on a rod. And here are some of them. It's not all of them. There are still plenty down there. I counted 16 total. But aren't these lovely, guys? These are so beautiful. And once again, I'm seeing a variation of color. They're not all exactly colored the same. And it's a semi-lustrous finish. They're not matte and they're not frosted. They do have a little bit of luster. But what I like about these beads is the shape and the color. I think it's such a rich color and absolutely perfect for autumn. But if you wanted to have some kind of theme, you could definitely team them up with these down here because of the melon shape. These actually remind me of little pumpkins, and I can see putting a few green beads at the top for a stem and leaves, and maybe making a pair of earrings. All kinds of possibilities. Now these here are very interesting as well. These are nugget beads, but they're made out of glass, as you can see, and they're in that vitriol finish. And we have all kinds of shapes and sizes. Let me put them on a dish. I absolutely love having nugget beads because I like the variation. I like to have all of these different shapes and sizes in one piece. In fact, I can see these on a bracelet, but I'm not sure how I'm going to use them. I'm going to have to think about it. This one here has a very large hole, as you can see, and I guess they all have different size holes. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod for you. And here are some of them on a rod. It's not all of them. There's still plenty down there. But these are so beautiful. I absolutely adore the variation of shapes. And I know I said they're nugget beads, but I'm actually seeing some specific shapes as well. And even though they're all different sizes and shapes, what I appreciate about this mix is that they all have the same finish, which is going to make it super easy to work into some kind of design. Now, having said that, I'm sure I could find pairs if I wanted to make a pair of earrings. I'm not sure if that's what I'll do with these. I'm going to have to think about it, but it's not going to be difficult to come up with something. These are super pretty, and I absolutely love this mix. So anyway, guys, that's the full collection, and I am absolutely stunned at the amount of beads that you get in this bag. It's unbelievable to me. And you get such a wide variety of colors and shapes and sizes. I'm also seeing all of the seasons. I'm seeing autumn, winter, spring, and summer. But what I'm most impressed about is the sheer volume of beads that you get. This is definitely not a grab bag, guys. This is a beautiful, hand-picked collection of gorgeous beads. And when I say hand-picked, I mean very carefully hand-picked, because obviously we have some themes going on, as you can see. We have the square-shaped beads, we have the melon beads, we have the gorgeous vitriol finishes, we have faceted beads, we have round beads, and we even have a beautiful strand of colorful gemstones. So whether you're a beginner or you're advanced and you want to build up your bead stash, I would definitely buy this bag simply because you get so much for your money. And I know if you live in the US, shipping can be a little bit high, but it's worth it, guys. It really is. There's no way that you can get this many beads for such a low price. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I sure did. Let me go ahead and put these beads away, and I'll come back and say goodbye. Well, what do you think, guys? Don't you just love the Didi's Deluxe Mystery Bag? I was so impressed with all the strands and everything in it. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to make a tutorial because I'm going to be super busy making other tutorials, but I'm going to definitely try to make something with those beautiful beads. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.